So I was bullied for 10 years when I was in school, and I have always been skinny shamed. My entire life I have been skinny shamed. I still get skinny shamed. So as an adult, I did not understand why I never developed any insecurities. Cut to when I was 20 years old, when I found out about this beauty standard, thigh gap. Now, when I first heard about it, I thought not having thigh gap was the beauty standard. But later I found out it was the opposite. So then I looked at myself and I went like, you know what? I look really good without the thigh gap. And that's when it hit me. Even as a child, I never internalized external beauty standards, and I never wanted to change myself to fit into those external beauty standards. I made my own beauty standards and I fit into them, so I found myself pretty because all the standards I had for myself, I was already fitting into them. For example, I used to get bullied mainly for my sharp jawline and for my nose. Now, when I was in school, sharp jawline was considered masculine, and my nose has a high, thin bridge, but there is a book at the top. And I used to find the structure adorable as a child. But my bullies obviously didn't. So whenever they would hit me on my nose, or they would say things like, I would hang a bucket from your nose, I used to come home and look at myself and go like, you know what? I really find my nose adorable. I really find my jawline attractive. So I don't know what they're talking about. And that's the point. I had beauty standards for me. So everything I was finding pretty in me didn't have to fit into external beauty standards. At the same time, the beauty standards I was holding for myself, I didn't expect anybody else to fit into them. So I wouldn't call somebody ugly if they did not fit into my beauty standards. They were just for me because I found them pretty in me. And trust me, beauty standards keep changing because now I get so many compliments for my jawline, for my nose. But if you told me this 10 years ago when I was in school, I wouldn't have believed you. So yeah, sooner or later, you are going to fit into the beauty standards. You are going to become the beauty standard. But why waste so much time and energy now worrying about that? Because you can very well find yourself pretty if you just fit into your own beauty standards. And nobody else have to validate them. Because once you start finding yourself pretty, once you start finding the beauty in yourself, there is nobody in this entire world that can make you feel ugly. And trust me, feeling pretty is a great feeling. And I'm not saying when other people tells you that you're pretty, when you see yourself and you go like, wow, that's me. And that's not coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of calm confidence. Because if it was coming from a place of ego, you would find yourself pretty. But then another pretty person would walk by and you would go like, oh, I am the pretty one. They are the ugly one. But when you're confident in your beauty, when you find yourself pretty, beautiful, you find others beautiful too. You are not threatened by anybody else's beauty. You are secure. That's such a great feeling I cannot explain in words. So if you forgot or nobody ever reminded you that there is so much beauty in you, let me be the first one to remind you, you look absolutely gorgeous. And there is no one else who can tell you otherwise.